This guy's loving it.
Well, that just about says it all right there, doesn't it? So that was from an event yesterday out in front of the CDC in Atlanta here yesterday from a group called Black Hammer. And I'll put the link to their website down in the description. And their leader's name is Gazi Kodzo. So they were out there protesting in front of the CDC. I was encouraged by Owen Schroyer from Infowars to go out there and go, so I went ahead and I took the day off and I went out there. So this group, you may recall from last week, there was a lot of news media talking about Nicki Manaj fans protest in front of the CDC, which may or may not be a misleading headline because they may or may not be Nicki Manaj fans, but they use the Nicki Manaj trend, which encouraged them to go out and do something. And there was a lot of media coverage about them coming out there last week. But I found it very ironic that, so a couple days ago, it was being reported that they had encouraged Trump supporters to come out there and join them. And there was a lot of news media coverage around that. But yesterday at the event, besides myself representing Infowars, the only other person that was out there was Alicia Powe representing the Gateway Pundit. So let me ask you, what two news organizations are out there really following up and telling you what's going on? So, Angela Stanton King made an appearance out there yesterday. Other than that, there wasn't really a whole lot of activity, especially from news media at all, that was out there. So their group came out there with about 20 people, and we were out there for 2 hours. And I would say, as far as asking for Trump supporters to come, I would say maybe there was about 10. When I first arrived, there was 3, but I got there, before 5. But as the day went on, more and more did show up. From their group, Kazi was pretty much the only one that did a lot of the speaking. He had a bullhorn going, and everybody else was just kind of chanting along with him and whatnot. But great speaker, great guy. He had a lot of great stories. So I'm just going to show a few little clips here of what happened throughout the event. And he gives a great, about 8-minute speech, and I tried cutting it up into smaller segments, but honestly, it was so good that I found that I was cutting, and I'm like, wait a minute, I may cut out a 5-second spot, but that's not really going to make much of a difference. So that's going to be at the end of this. And then at the very end, Angela Stanton King was out there, and she spoke for about 2 minutes or so. So that's what's coming up here now. So I hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching this, and let me know what you think.
Are you ready? Is you ready? You said you ready. Is you ready? Are you ready? Is you ready? Bring what you got, I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got, I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. Turn your ass up. This guy's loving it.
We are numb, but it's not how this works. But let's try to believe it. Let's try. 99.99% of the people in the hospital are not vaccinated. Let's try to believe that. I was on Instagram, I just scrolled, I saw that Wendy Williams is in the hospital and she took the vaccine. I guess Wendy Williams logically is part of that 0.001%. Okay, I guess. Then I saw that Chris Rock got the virus and is in the hospital. I guess he's part of that 0.001%.
Yes, sir.
Then I saw that Jesse Jackson and his wife went to the hospital and they got the vaccine. And Jesse Jackson is still in the hospital. So I guess him and his wife are part of that 0.01%. This is crazy. Now on November 22nd, Joe Biden, the man said Joe, that I know with my own life, my aunt who is suffering right now with lumps in her breast, that I must take that same vaccine so I can work and die. They don't even know the long-term effects, but they want to push this on 2-year-olds.
And it's back now.
Yep. Wow.
Listening to doctors.
Yeah, there's some good doctors out there, some other doctors just they go by the list, and they're just pill factories. You know, a lot of it is about pride. It's just ridiculous.
The things that we have literally in the doctor's office.
Yep. Well, I'm tired of looking at
that. She happened to speak up, and she is now.
Yeah.
But of course, she was afraid to lose her life.
Yeah, I'm tired of looking at the news every day and seeing that people get a little bit sick, and then they go into the hospital, and they put them on the vent, and they give them that medicine that's going to kill their liver. The lungs fill up with fluid, they put them on the vent, 12 to 14 days later, they're dead. And there's nothing that they can do. They don't do anything for them. Nothing. I'm sick of seeing it.
Alicia Powe with the Gateway Pundit. I'm here with Gazi. You are the organizer of this rally and the head of Black Hammer.
Yes.
Tell us about Black Hammer. What kind of organization it is? How did you form?
Black Hammer is an organization that stands for the freedom and the interests of black and brown people, or what we call colonized people. And we see the real afflictions and horrors that our people are faced with. And we've been fighting it ever since. But this mandate is something horrific, something that my ancestors have never seen before, where they are forcing all people of the globe to be the lab rats of the CDC.
Let me ask you guys a question. Why do you have the mask on? Do you think masks keep you safe? If so, how do they keep you safe?
We wear the mask for whatever reason that we decide to wear the mask. We are here to fight against the force of what people want or don't want to do to fight against the virus. If people want to take herbs and teas, that's fine.
I'm asking you because we've been forced to wear the mask.
Of course, yes.
We're forced to suffocate ourselves.
Yes.
I mean, just getting here today on the airplane, it's like we live in a whole different dimension. We don't see faces and smiles and breathe air anymore. So I was just wondering.
No, and you're right.
Why do we show our faces and be brave and do something about it?
Yes.
Show our faces and breathe.
Yes, and we are against that mandate. We are against people being forced to show their faces. But we are for the choice. So if somebody does decide that they don't want it, I can't be mad at it. If somebody decides that they want it, I can't be mad at it. Just like the vaccine. If somebody takes it, you can take it. Even though there's a lot of evidence that you should not, and I think that's crazy, go right ahead. It's the part where people want to dictate what you do and what you don't do. That's the problem. We are under an administration that is taking away our rights. And we are saying that I am for freedom. And even if your freedom of what you do goes against what I want or think you should do, I don't want you to lose your job. I don't want your children to starve. I don't want your wife to starve. I don't want you to live in fear of being arrested and losing your child. A woman has lost her child because she did not take the vaccine. That's what I'm fighting against. I am fighting for freedom for people to do whatever they want as long as you are not hurting or oppressing anyone else. And you are not oppressing anybody by not taking a vaccine. You are not oppressing anybody by not wearing a mask. You are doing what you want to do. I don't tell everybody how to handle the cold, right? If you get a cold, right, you can take some lemon. You can take some honey. I don't be mad at people that take lemon. I don't get mad at people that take honey. You can take Advil, Mucinex. I don't care. how you want to handle it, or you can just wait it out. That's for your freedom. So I say, why can't the same be applied here? Why can't we use teas and herbs?
Exactly.
We use teas and herbs, and I've been just fine. We use teas and herbs. Let me say it again.
Let me ask you. So you invited Trump supporters here today.
Absolutely.
You invited the Gateway Pundit here.
Absolutely.
Why did you do so?
Absolutely. Because this is a human issue. This is a human issue. You understand? I am here because my aunt, my loving Auntie Janice, that I've known since birth, that take care of me, that loves me, no matter what. Even when I came out, she was the first to love me. And my mother, who was a nurse, was fired because they could not force the vaccine on her, and they could not force her to put the vaccine on others. And then she told our family, don't take the vaccine. But our people are being bombarded with this liberal propaganda media machine to not make the right decisions and to do what they want you to do. So my aunt was forced, and my aunt is also a teacher, so she was forced. And then she has lumps in her breast now. And so she went and asked, why do I have lumps? And the doctor said, this is a common occurrence. Why doesn't Dr. Fauci say this is a common occurrence? So my aunt could have made a different choice.
So now, you said the last time you guys came out here, the CDC was throwing rocks at you guys and attacking you, so they're lying to us about our health. And then they're actually physically assaulting you,
throwing coffee at us, flicking us off. I was marching. This woman literally came out of her car, tried to grab my megaphone. These are people. Listen, I drive a used Jeep, okay, from 2007. These are people in Teslas and Mercedes and Ferraris acting like rabid animals. I didn't say anything bad to them. I didn't threaten them. I didn't have violence on them. I'm here asking for the truth. I'm here asking questions. I'm a nephew in pain. And this is what you do. You assault me. You assault me. And so, yeah, we had a, what's it called, a home, what's his name, Homeland Security. Homeland Security. He's not here today, but Homeland Security had to come out and push them away from us. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he's a Trumper. So am I to say to him, please don't protect us from these people who are liberal Democrats trying to burn us with their coffee, in their Teslas, in their $100,000 cars? These people are sick, man.
What made you guys start protesting now? We've already had to sit through quarantine. It looks like there might be another one. They've already been stealing our rights away from us over the last year and a half and more. So why now? Is it Nicki Manaj?
Why now is we've been fighting for this, but Nicki Manaj has brought it to light, specifically for black and brown people, because there were so many black and brown sellouts that didn't want to say anything, like Sunny on The View. You got COVID now, don't you, girl? But you want to talk about, oh, I got the shot. Well, now you got the virus too. Sunny. All of them have been lying to us. So Nicki Manaj, the one who has come out and said, I'm a celebrity and I've got questions, and then they all hurled and attacked her. It wasn't about Nicki, it's the fact that if any of us, common people, have questions, we're called lunatics, we're called evil, we're called conspiracy theorists, we're called that these people, these wackos and stuff like that. Well, I am here to tell you, as a nephew in pain, we are not wackos, we are human beings who have common sense.
But we still watch these politicians divide us and use Black Lives Matter to go and burn cities down. And hijack organizations.
Oh yeah, and Antifa too. Antifa and Black Lives Matter have pushed this vaccine. Since day one, I watched them. I watched them. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say, when the vaccine was only for old people, that Antifa members and leaders and Black Lives Matter members and leaders, I know them, because this is what I do. I do this kind of protesting. You feel me? These are the people, these snakes. And I saw each of them sell out. I saw each of them get bigger houses. I know these people. And I saw them sell out the people that they say lives matter. I know these people. I know Opal. I know the Black Lives Matter founders. I know the Antifa founders. And I saw them with my own 2 eyes sell out the people they say they love, the people they say they stand for, and force this vaccine on them. And then when I stood up against it, they all turned on me. So F them if they're not for the truth. F them if they're not for freedom.
So what are we going to do if they don't stop it? First of all, you wanted to have Republicans and Democrats and Trump supporters. So let's bring Angela into this conversation.
So you want to be queen?
Right next to you.
That's right.
Right, because we're standing together.
Absolutely.
Right, and so just to piggyback off of what he said, in regards to Antifa, we watched over the summer them coming to our communities, burn our communities down, completely destroy our communities. We have liberal media telling us to praise these people that have destroyed our communities in the name of Black Lives Matter, while we hate white people for storming the state capitol. That doesn't impact us in any kind of shape or form or matter. It is time for us to wake up. We've watched them sell us out. We watched D.L. Hughley pass out on stage, go and say he had COVID, then say that they sent him home to quarantine for 14 days without any medicine, without a vaccination, and there was something in his body that healed itself. How did we go from self-quarantining for 14 days to now a mandatory vaccination? Why is Nicki Manaj being censored? Why am I being censored? Why is Brother Risa Islam from the Nation of Islam being censored when we are telling the truth?
What they want you to say, then they censor us. And us Trump supporters or conservatives have been going through it already for years, losing our jobs, losing our access to revenue,
losing our platform.
Absolutely.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do now? Right? Are we? How do we stop?
I think the first step is what we're showing here today, and that's unity. We're no longer going to allow them to divide us by politics. We're not going to be divided by religion. We're not going to be divided by all of these things they tell us we have to hate each other for. We're going to come together. If you look at this crowd, there are white people out here, there are black people out here, there are brown people out here, there are people of all different walks of life. We're standing together and we're saying, united we stand and divided we fall.
That's right. That's right. We've got to resist. And about the same thing of Antifa and Black Lives Matter and them, the Black Hammer organization had to chase them out of the black and brown community. They don't.
All right, so that was it. That was pretty much most of the event. Now, I do want to say that this group, they are planning to be out there every Friday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. every Friday from now up till November 22nd. So they're hoping to grow this group and get more people out there. So at least there's dates and times that everybody is aware of. You don't have to figure out if they're coming on a Tuesday or Wednesday or what time or what day. Every Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. out in front of the CDC in Atlanta. I believe the address is 1600 Clifton Road. It's a decent area, plenty of places to park, plenty of restaurants and other things that are around there, several hotels right around there. So if you want to come in from out of town and join, there's plenty of things to do around there. So just a heads up on that. So I really hope that this movement grows a little bit because like he says in the video and Angela Stanton King says, you know, this isn't about color. This isn't about race. This is about everybody coming together and standing up against this BS, right? So, and at the close of this, I just do want to say Epstein did not kill himself, and we'll see you tomorrow night.